as gradient of scalar function phi is defined by del phi is equal to partial derivative of phi with respect to x along x-axis plus partial derivative of phi with respect to y along y-axis plus partial derivative of phi with respect to z along z-axis. So let's solve one example. Let phi is equal to log of x square plus y square plus z square. Then find value for gradient of scalar function phi. So here we consider phi is a scalar function because value of the function phi depend upon rule containing variables x, y, z only. So there is no external factor. Value of phi depends upon the variable set x, y, z only. Therefore, we find partial derivative of phi with respect to x. So treating x as variable, y and z as constant. So the partial derivative will be 1 upon x square plus y square plus z square into 2x. Same is the case with value for partial derivative of phi with respect to y is equal to 2 times y upon x square plus y square plus z square. Similarly, value for partial derivative of phi with respect to z is equal to 2 times z upon x square plus y square plus z square. Now substituting these values in the formula, therefore required value for gradient is partial derivative of phi with respect to x I cap plus partial derivative of phi with respect to y j cap, partial derivative of phi with respect to z into k cap. That is equal to is 2 times x upon x square plus y square plus z square I cap plus 2 times y upon x square plus y square plus z square j cap plus 2 times z upon x square plus y square plus z square k cap. This is your required value for gradient of phi. We can simplify it as 2 upon x square plus y square plus z square into x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap. So since we can simplify, since r bar is equal to x I bar plus y j bar plus z k bar or x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap, then magnitude of this vector r bar is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. By using these notations, we can rewrite it as 2 times r bar upon r square. This is just the alternate representation for the given gradient in terms of r. So in this way we can simplify and find value for gradient of any scalar function. But what is the geometric interpretation of gradient? So let's discuss geometric interpretation of gradient of scalar function phi. Let phi of xyz be a scalar function and let r bar is equal to x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap be any position vector of point P with coordinates xyz on the scalar field phi of xyz equal to C. So we consider the scalar field with respect to scalar function phi such that this scalar field is passing through the point P. Means if you consider all the locus of points passing through this P, satisfying this condition will give us the equation of curve which is similar to that of contour lines. So this is known as, this case specifically is known as the level surface. This is known as level surface of phi through point P. So we can call this line we can call it as phi of r bar, means the scalar field passing through the point P, just like the contour lines. Then if we consider, let P dash be the point such that it is obtained by making small change in the position of the points, means we have shifted this. So if this is your position vector r bar, then position of P dash or P prime will be r bar plus delta r bar. Be the point on the level surface of the curve phi plus delta phi. So this will be the line phi plus delta phi equal to C. Then we can find value for delta phi as, so it will be del phi dot delta r bar. So we can evaluate value for delta phi as, it is equal to partial derivative of phi with respect to x into I cap plus partial derivative of phi with respect to y j cap plus partial derivative of phi with respect to z k cap, and the dot product with delta x I cap plus delta y j cap plus delta z k cap. If you take the component wise multiplication, so this will be partial derivative of phi with respect to x into delta x plus partial derivative of phi with respect to y into delta y plus partial derivative of phi with respect to z into delta z. So this is your value for delta phi. So this will be the small change in the scalar field. So now we consider if P dash, it lies on the same level surface as that of P, then value for delta phi will be 0. So there will be no change in the scalar function phi. So this will imply value of delta phi dot delta r bar is equal to 0. So if this value is equal to 0, this implies your delta phi will be perpendicular to the level surface, to every delta r bar which lies on the level surface, on this surface. So we can generalize this. Value of delta phi is always normal to the level surface phi is always perpendicular to the scalar function phi of x, y, z equal to c. Means if we get back to the figure, so if you consider this value for the gradient, so this will be, if you consider the tangent, so it will be perpendicular to the level surface. And most important part, value of magnitude of gradient is equal to partial derivative of phi with respect to x square, partial derivative of phi with respect to y its square, partial derivative of phi with respect to z its square. This is the value, and if you evaluate, this will be the maximum value of the gradient function. And next important observation geometrically is direction of the gradient vector del phi is directed towards the point in which phi of x, y, z has a maximum value. Means always direction of the gradient vector is directed towards the maxima of the scalar function. For example, if we consider one general case, if phi is the air density of earth, so then as from the surface of the earth, as we go up, value of air density goes on decreasing. If you consider any point A, and at that point A we will get a specific value of air density. Since it is a scalar function, we can find partial derivative of that air density with respect to x, with respect to y, and with respect to z. Collect those partial derivatives together and prepare one vector. So that will be a vector which has a magnitude of del phi is equal to sum of squares of these partial derivatives with respect to x, y, and z respectively. Then value or the magnitude of that gradient vector at that point A will give the maximum value of air density possible at that point A. And direction of this gradient vector will be directed towards the surface of the earth, because value of air density is maximum towards the surface of the earth. So this is the geometric interpretation of gradient of a scalar function.